This is the Watchman giving another clarion call to the Brotherhood. Now, there's a lot going on right now, folks, but I feel I had to comment on some very, very interesting information that's just only now been made public. There's been an announcement made in the last 24 hours that a certain precious metal is in a huge supply deficit and has been now for several years. That precious metal is platinum. Okay, platinum, which is a very rare metal found in large quantities in only several places on Earth, is becoming more scarce by the day.
Big deal, Watchman. Everyone knows that platinum's in a deficit.
Yes, we know that platinum has been in a supply deficit, but friend, that part's not the secret. That's not what I'm talking about. The part which was revealed next, though, was a secret until now. And that secret is this. The World Platinum Investment Council has announced that secret, quote, stockpiles of platinum, end quote, had been depleted nearly 900,000 ounces this year alone. Did you catch that? They actually officially announced for the first time that platinum does indeed have, quote, official secret stockpiles. They actually use the term secret. Let's read just a few paragraphs of the article from miningweekly.com about this development. End quote. In reporting on confidentially held above-ground stocks that have been befuddling platinum prices, the Council is getting to the nub of what platinum investors need to know. The Council's maiden publication put these above-ground stocks on which information is traditionally hard to come by at 2.56 million ounces. That's 1.58 million ounces down on the 2012 position, which adds a new transparency. Quote, we hope that the quarterly will quickly become an invaluable tool for those investors seeking to make more informed decisions based on thorough, consistent, and transparent data, end quote. World Platinum Investment Council CEO Paul Wilson said in the inaugural release to Mining Weekly Online. Okay, folks. Wait a second here. This should make your spidey senses go nuts. This raises just too many very important questions, each with colossal implications. First, why on earth would any commodity need, quote, official secret stockpiles, end quote, in the first place? Why in heaven's name would you do that? I mean, what could possibly be gained from keeping true supply figures of any resource hidden from public view? After all, full transparency in markets is a critical part of the price discovery process, right? I mean, miners, hedgers, investors, speculators, all these parties must have as much truthful information at their fingertips at all times as possible, so that they can avoid misallocation of their resources in that sector. It's what must be known for real, healthy price discovery to be possible, and without that knowledge, everyone's groping around in the dark. So why did someone very important choose to hide the real figures for this long? Unless the entire point of this secrecy was, in fact, to keep market participants in the dark concerning this knowledge in order to prevent real price discovery from happening. Okay. Secondly, which leads me to the next question. If these secret stockpiles existed, so what? What does that have to do with platinum's market conditions? What I mean to say is, why has this secret stockpile been plummeting every year for the last 2 years by nearly 1 million ounces each time? So what if they have a secret stockpile? Why not hang on to that stockpile if there's a platinum shortage, right? And sell that platinum once the price has skyrocketed higher due to this shortage. Why are the owners of this stockpile feeding this secret stash onto the market at the lowest prices in years when huge profits could easily be made by simply doing nothing? Friends, the answer is because this stash is evaporating at roughly 25% per year. This stockpile's sole purpose must be simply to feed into a market to alleviate the shortage and contain platinum's price. Okay? Since this secret stash was created 2 years ago when platinum's price was much, much higher, why are they selling it when platinum's price is much, much lower? Whoever owns it is not following the buy low, sell high mantra, are they? And thirdly, who owns these stockpiles? Where are they located? The article doesn't say. Are they held in private warehousing facilities, off the books, or are they in sovereignly owned, read government-owned facilities? Who decided that this stockpile should be made in the first place, and who gave the order to keep its existence from the public a secret? Inquiring minds want to know. Fourthly, why is this information finally being made public at this time from mainstream sources like the World Platinum Investment Council? We're starting to see many discretionary pieces of information, secret pieces of information, that have been previously kept secret, being disclosed to the public more and more. It's happening with increasing frequency, more than I can remember in a long time. We're hearing more about gold repatriation figures. We're hearing more about banking fraud disclosures. We're hearing more about secret stockpile disclosures now being made apparent. Who decided at this critical juncture that the public finally needed to know that the 4.4 million ounce secret platinum stockpile had been cut nearly in half? By the way, yeah, that's roughly a 43% plunge in these stockpiles in just 2 years. That's partly to do with the mining strikes in South Africa, that's true, but that's not it alone. The fact is the prices of platinum have been much, much too low to sustain healthy mining and exploration projects. Fifthly, will this new knowledge cause a surge of new platinum investors who smell blood in the water? Listen, 2.5 million ounces of platinum is not that much. Remember, its price is close to that of gold. Think of 2.5 million ounces of gold, okay? China, through their Shanghai exchange alone, is buying about 200 tons of gold per month. That's over 6.4 million ounces of gold per month. It's cleaning out roughly 6 million ounces worth of platinum's price per month. If someone wanted to clean that 2.5 million ounce stash of platinum out, it would be truly child's play to do so. Okay. This new information also cause a slew of new investment lawsuits from speculators, hedge funds, and investors who now know they've been taken to the cleaners due to this secret stash being sold onto the market. Sixth, and perhaps most importantly, lastly, what stockpiles of gold and especially silver are still likewise a secret? Now that another conspiracy theory has been made conspiracy fact about the secret stockpiles being sold to prevent a price explosion, let's focus on the secret stockpiles of silver and gold being used for the same purpose. If these people making such decisions made a supply cushion to contain platinum, we should reasonably assume that such stockpiles exist for the other precious metals as well. Silver alone has been in a supply deficit in just the last 2 years, according to the Silver Institute, of roughly 160 million ounces. Okay. Where is this silver coming from? The world's major exchanges certainly haven't declined by 160 million ounces since 2012. It's not measurable. So where is the supply coming from and how much of it is left? The question isn't, does secret stockpiles of gold and silver exist, but rather, where are they, who stores them, and how much is left? Brothers, I feel in my bones, we won't have to wait long to find this one out. This is the Watchman, giving another clarion call to the Brotherhood. Stay vigilant and bring the fight to them.